Okay. All right. So first off, before we even get into it, um, I like to see some old school backlighting. You remember like the old videos of like, of course, I'm gonna have to go towards them. AO, of course, right? The old school AO. It gives me this vibe of that old school kind of like orangey hue in the back with like arcade mimic and like Levi Stunna. That old school kind of just vibey like style, and the fact that he has that in the back, it's pretty dope.
Just corner of the room vibes.
Yeah, dude, corner of the room vibe. I like that, dude. I love that. I love that corner of the room vibes, but
I think one thing I just saw above all was just like comfort. Just getting fucking comfy with it, getting jiggy with it, just fucking bouncing around, having a good ass time. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. No hiccups needed. Just flowing.
No hiccups needed.
All right, and that was Lotus coming in real strong with round one, first submission. Like right off the bat, really impressive light show. She's under 2 years. I'm pretty sure she's around 1 year, like a little before, a little after, but still, I mean, at 1 year, that's insane. That's crazy, and I'm saying that's crazy. Really strong intro. Overall, the vibe, the lighting, the mood, everything really gave light show. Great pacing. Transitionally, she matched the song like 95, 93%. There was one spot, at 2 minutes, pacing, she was doing this wave tut. The song went into a high-pitched section, and then like a measure or half measure goes by, and then she transitioned, having the whole show line up transitionally with the music and the concepts, just pacing-wise, phenomenal. Having that flaw makes it easier to judge. Really strong finish. Really enjoyed that. Kind of gave me a little shock, just because how captivated I was. Really good light show. Overall, Foundations, I'm gonna give an 8. Really expansive arsenal. I want to see what more you can do with it. There's more to explore on each of these concepts. It's like you're in a room with 5 doors and you go in one. I want to see more, and you got a lot of time to do it. As far as your capability, I'm gonna give you a 4. That was clean. That was really clean and digestible. I understood the whole thing. Right off the bat, having Elisha just suck me in, that was great. Yeah. Start off strong. Foundations 8, capability 4. This is great. I'm gonna have a great time judging this.
So what do you think of Lotus?
Alright, so with Lotus, the first word that came to my mind was getting to the point. Because the video started, it was like, boom, let's go. And showing concepts, different concepts, really cool. Be able to, was comfortable to demonstrate things that were intricate, things that were very flowy, different space. And then it ended, it was like, we're done. Another kind of like, we're done, get to the point. So it kind of ended how it began. So on that note, and musicality, the character aspect, I would give it a 3. I think feedback or thoughts would be perhaps developing something stronger for a beginning and an outro that lasts maybe a little longer and is pulling in the viewer, playing with the viewer. I personally felt it was like, we're here and now we're done. So kind of the story felt like, oh, okay. For the Arsenal, I give that also a 3. I would say that there was, again, a displaying of different movements, different styles, things that were very intricate, things that were very flowy, using also your limbs. It was I felt like it felt comfortable. It felt comfortable for you. I was watching, I was like, okay, cool. So yeah, I would give that a 3.
Mr. Zugzwang. Right? Is that correct?
Yep,
Like,
Zugzwang. Yep.
Zugzwang.
So before we get into that one real quick, I do want to make an apology and also make a correction. It is a she that went first. It is not a he. I do apologize on that. Glover before was a she, and she did kill it, by the way. So we're just correcting that to make sure that we're on pace for that. But moving forward,
I think it was gender neutral on that. I'm pretty sure. I think I was but I do apologize if I didn't make any sense.
Oh yeah, cool. Yeah.
Nothing but love. Nothing but love out here.
Number love. But yeah, all right.
But
Zugzwang.
Let's get in this real quick. First off, I'll ask you this question because I think you're pretty much close to the king of the flails, a little bit close to the king of those whipped flails. And I saw Mr. Zugzwang do a lot of those flails. What'd you think about that?
You know, I lit up when I fucking saw that shit. You know, I lit up just a little bit. You know, I'm a sucker. I'm a little slut for some flails. You know me. Come on now. No, on top of all that, not only just tossing in whips and flails, but also doing it super cleanly. Just power the whole way through. Just even making the drop into something more technical, but then like still snapping into place was nice.
Yeah, I like that. I like, again, the going back into the bedroom feels. Of course, I think that's the most comfortable place you're going to be, right? Most often, you're not at a car wash doing light shows unless that's your favorite place to be. But I would say, obviously, being in the bedroom, using that prime example as the bedroom for both first Glover and the second Glover, that they're using the bedroom feels of giving that light show to make you feel like you're in that space. And I think that's a real dope thing to do. I think they're really showing the fact that again, being comfortable in a space of your own is something that gloving's all about, right? Because most often you give light shows to other people at a place that you might not know, you might not be before. So of course, doing online competitions, your bedroom's always gonna be the place to be. But no, honestly, gotta be honest, light shows for me are very intricate, very very feel like your home, and so the fact that they added the bedrooms, love it.
And that was Zugzwang. Speaking from experience, I've seen him throw a 19-minute light show with minimal repeats and impeccable pacing, so I knew the caliber of light show we were going to get going into this. Really solid intro. The editing doesn't attribute to the scorecard, but it's a nice touch, and it gives aura. I will say, I had an issue at 39 seconds. There was this part of the song where it goes bum 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 bum, like this like broken 39 seconds. Play it back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1 and 2 and 3. What you did there, and I had to watch it back a few times, and I think it's the cause of the disconnect is your lighting, because of how bright. I mean, overall, the lighting that you have in this show, it's a little bright for my taste. The contrast isn't as stark as I would prefer it, but I think it actually does hurt you in this case because of how you executed. You decided instead of doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you did 1 and 2 and 3, which works fine. The beat wise works fine because you did trichetras. It was like I don't know exactly what you were doing, but it was like 1, 2, 3. All of it was in frame. All of it was valid. However, because the bottom of your screen is especially bright, especially that purple and that green, it was hard to catch. I had to watch back like 7 times, slow it down just to make sure it was there, but it was. As far as digestibility goes, I think that kind of hurts you a little bit. So yeah, at 39 seconds, it was a little confusing. I had to go back and watch a few times. It is there. It is valid. Maybe adjust your lighting in post in the future. Yeah, we can talk about it if you like. Hit me up. Pacing was phenomenal. The ending, technical points, right. So, yeah, overall, I'd say foundationally, I'm gonna give you a 9. When it comes to capability, I want to give you a 4, but I really I know you can do better though. I really want to give you a 4, but I didn't have to scrub Lotus's show as much as yours. Digestibility. I had to chew harder. 3. Bite me. I don't know. Sorry. Really good show. Really good show. Maybe look into the overlay. I'm kind of curious to see what the original raw file has as far as the audio goes. Because I'm curious if your overlay might be a little like 10 or 20 milliseconds off. But overall, great show. Phenomenal job. On to the next.
What'd you think of Zugzwang?
Zugzwang. Well, first of all, that intro. Storytelling, wonderful. I love how he not only did he it's an online contest, so he edited he stopped the video flashes. If you're watching, you've seen the video, everyone watching it flashes, and then right when the piano goes da-da-da-da-da, he appears, goes da-da-da-da. It's like so I really appreciated that beginning, bringing us into the journey, and then the outro, really cool. He just kind of and blurs out the entire camera with the light matching the sound of the music. So I really appreciated the storytelling there. For the Arsenal, I would say very strong. Like there were things that were, how do I say, like compressed and close to him, and also like finger rolls and whips, like very strong in those elements, but also very strong in just like there seems to be just like this playfulness or storytelling of miming and using your hands. So I really appreciated the strengths in the styles. Oh, one thing that's really stuck out with me, the textures that you used. There was a point where you were like stopping, like it was heavy, like you were moving your hand back and forth, and that's like, ooh, nice. So for Arsenal, I give it a 5, and for Mug character, I give it a 5 as well.